Your campus, your news, all the time. From the Showman Studio, here is the Husky Update.
Hello, my name is Clarissa CASLLI.
And I'm SALONI BHATIA, and welcome back to the Husky Update. We're covering the largest stories here at Northeastern and around the world.
Before we begin, NUTV News appeared live in front of a national audience for a half hour on the program Student News Live as the nation headed to the polls on Election Day.
We would like to thank everyone from behind the scenes to in front of the camera who contributed to make our live coverage possible. And also thank you to you, the viewers, for tuning in. We hope to continue to keep you up to date on the news most important to you. The 2024 election has concluded, bringing significant developments worth highlighting. Former President Donald Trump was re-elected as President of the United States, winning all key swing states and securing the popular vote. This marks the first time a Republican has won the popular vote since George W. Bush in 2004. In Congress, Republicans regained control of the House of Representatives, creating a red wave with the majority Republican in both the House and the Senate. Election Day also saw several historic firsts. Democrat Lisa Blunt Rochester became the first woman and the first black woman elected to represent Delaware in the Senate. Democrat Angela Also Brooks was elected Maryland's first black senator, and Democrat Sarah McBride made history as the first openly transgender woman elected to Congress representing Delaware.
On October 26th, a fire started in Salem, burning about 172 acres between Spring Pond and Highland Avenue. Since then, a series of additional fires have ignited across the region, including the Cane Hill Fire, burning about 140 acres, and the Middleton Pond Fire, burning about 242 acres. Due to the number of wildfires that have been occurring, Massachusetts is now under a red flag warning, and the Massachusetts Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs has declared a Level 3 critical drought for the central and northeast regions of Massachusetts. Governor Maura Healey made a statement urging residents to avoid outdoor activities that would cause or contribute to wildland fires.
On November 12th, a Spirit Airlines flight from Florida diverted to an airport in the Dominican Republic after it was hit by gunfire on its way to Haiti. No one was severely injured, and one flight attendant reported minor injuries. Following this event, 2 other flights, which were sent to land in Haiti, immediately diverted their flight paths. Now, Spirit and other airlines are suspending flights to Haiti.
On November 6, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz announced the firing of Finance Minister Christian Lindner, causing the collapse of Germany's coalition government. The decision to dismiss the finance minister comes after weeks of intergovernment turmoil over how to revitalize the shrinking German economy. The coalition government has been in power since 2021 and developed a reputation of infighting. A vote of confidence is expected to be held on December 16th, paving the way for parliamentary elections in February. Until then, the chancellor will lead with a minority government.
On Friday, November 8th, the Grammys announced their award nominations for 2025. Leading the nominations is Beyoncé with 11 nominations for her album Cowboy Carter. Kendrick Lamar, Charli XCX, Post Malone, and Billie Eilish trailed Beyoncé with 7 nominations each. Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan, and Charli XCX, who have all skyrocketed to the top of the charts this year, have each earned first nominations for Album of the Year. Carpenter and Roan also have been nominated for Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best New Artist, making them the only artists nominated for all Big Four categories.
The world was shocked on October 16th after the tragic death of former One Direction member Liam Payne. Argentinian authorities have charged one person with the abandonment of a person followed by death, and 2 others with supplying drugs, including a hotel employee. None of the accused have been named. The Substance, a film starring Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley, was released in September and is now available on Prime Video. NUTV News correspondents Jonas and Lawrence are here with a review.
Today, we are reviewing the movie The Substance, directed by Coralie Fargiet. The Substance was originally released on September 20th and is now available to watch at home.
The Substance follows Elizabeth Sparkle, a once famous movie star and aerobics instructor. After she gets fired from her own TV aerobics show, she discovers the Substance, a serum that promises to transform her into a younger, more beautiful version of herself. While the Substance delivers on what is promised, Elizabeth and her now younger alter ego Sue discover that it also comes with some unintended side effects. So Jonas, what did you think of The Substance?
I don't even know where to start with this one. I'd say maybe just a PSA to the people out there interested in seeing this. I love trailers that hide what the movie is. In this case, it advertised it as a psychological thriller. It is not really a psychological thriller. This is a body horror movie. And not just that, this is the body horror movie to end all body horror movies. There are images and things that I saw watching this that I never thought I would ever see in my life, but I have now seen them thanks to The Substance. Holy cow.
I think it was a great horror movie. I'm a horror movie lover, and I've been, the horror movies recently have been lacking, but I hadn't actually seen the trailer for The Substance before I went to see it. I saw it because you and all my other friends were saying how crazy it is, and I love crazy. I love a crazy horror movie, and I hadn't seen one in a long time, and it was a great horror movie, I think.
This is definitely one of the most original concepts for a horror movie lately. They start with a really great premise, and they just really push it to its limits. I think what's also crazy about it is also a really funny movie too. It's almost more like a black comedy in a lot of ways. But because of that, if you can see this in a theater, you have to go do it. Everybody will have a completely different reaction while watching this. Some good, some bad. You might be laughing, you might be crying, but I think you absolutely have to see it. I've never walked out of a movie before. This is the closest I've ever been to walking out of a movie, and I say that as a compliment because I was so physically disturbed and impressed by how disturbing the images were.
I thought that the first shot with the egg was like a really good starting shot. Like, it told the entire story in like 30 seconds, and I thought that was really great. When I was at the theater, though, there were these 3 girls in the front row on their phones calling their boyfriends and whatever, and I don't understand how you do that watching The Substance. Like, your attention should be to the body horror. Like, how can you turn away from that?
I guess maybe they want to like take a break from it. I don't know.
Oh no, this was the entire movie.
Oh.
But yeah, I was completely captivated by it the entire time. I was so curious as to what was going to come next. I did think that like the whole changing bodies every week, like I understand that was the concept of it, but I felt like we went back to that scene in the bathroom a little too much. Like, I want to know how many times they shot her back being open with the staples.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of staples. She was also, just for like no reason, really good at like building things. Like, she just like built an entire room, spoilers. I thought that was kind of a crazy detail. But yeah, it got a little repetitive at times.
Yeah.
But once you get to the last like 30 minutes,
it's crazy. Absolutely.
it just goes
insane.
off the walls.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought the casting was really good too. Like, Margaret Qualley as like a youngin for Demi Moore was like really good casting. They both played their parts really well. And I think this movie was a 5 out of 5 in my book.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the actors across the board were amazing. It's also really impressive because there's not a lot of dialogue in this, but they sold so much just with their facial expressions and just how they were just like interacting with their environments. Cinematography was great. The effects were incredible. It had a really small budget, but I don't even know how they did half the stuff. Sound design was awesome. Yeah, some parts in the story felt a bit repetitive, but you should definitely check this out. You might not like it. You might love it. I don't know, but I think it's something everybody should see. This is a 4 out of 5 for me.
5 out of 5 for me. Thank you for watching Movie Review.
That's the news. The rest is up to you. Be sure to follow our Instagram page and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with the Husky update. I'm CLARISSA CASSLLI.
And I'm SALONI BHATIA.
Thank you for watching.